Chào mừng mọi người đến với buổi học ngày thứ 11. Nay chúng ta học skill 6. Đầu tiên chúng ta sẽ nghe về phần xem video để học thêm về phần phát âm.
I sometimes say, in this American English pronunciation video, we're going to learn how to make the as in bird sound. I sometimes say this is the vowel version of the R consonant. It's always followed by R, and there's no distinction between the sounds in American English. This sound will always be written with two different International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA, symbols, but will be pronounced just one sound. Bird. To make this sound, the corners of the lips come in, pushing the lips away from the face. The middle part of the tongue lifts towards the roof of the mouth in the middle. The front of the tongue hangs down, but it's drawn back a bit, so it's not touching anything. As the tongue lifts in the middle, it may be close to the roof of the mouth without touching it, or it may touch the sides of the roof of the mouth or the insides or bottom of the top teeth. Here. This, along with the R consonant, is one of the hardest sounds to make in American English. It's especially hard because the lip position hides the tongue position. Let's take a look. From the side, we can't even see the tongue. The front view doesn't help much either. This is because the tongue goes back, but the lips flare forward. Here's the word hurt. Watch the tongue pull back and up. Before coming forward for the T. In a stressed syllable, the vowel curves up, then down. Hurt. In an unstressed syllable, it's lower in pitch, as well as quieter and quicker. The vowel is unstressed in the word research. Let's look at this word up close and in slow motion. The lips flare, but the jaw doesn't drop as much. Let's compare the stressed in hurt on the top with the unstressed vowel in research on the bottom. The lips flare for both, but in this case, there was much more jaw drop for the stressed version of this vowel. This is typical. Unstressed vowels are shorter, so there isn't as much time to make the full mouth position. The vowel, stressed, hurt, unstressed, research, Example words. Repeat with me. Earth, earth, search, search, circle, circle, 13, 13, return, return, outburst, outburst,
Pronunciation exercise. Please watch and repeat after me. Bird. Third. Word.
Word.
Bird. Third. Word.
Word.
In this American English pronunciation video,
Ngày hôm nay
we're going to learn how to make the R consonant sound. This is truly one of the hardest sounds in American English. Before I go into how to make it, I want to talk about how not to make it. In many languages, the R is made by bouncing the front part of the tongue against the roof of the mouth. Ra, ra. In American English, this sound is the T or D between vowels, but it's quite different from the American R. You can't hold out ra, ra, but you should be able to hold out the American R. This consonant is voiced. There are two ways to make this sound. In the first way, the front part of the tongue pulls back and up, like this. The tongue can be stretched so it's long and skinny, or it can be pulled into itself so it's fatter and thicker, and that's what we want here. We're making the tongue fatter and thicker so it's not as long. The back doesn't move. This is happening with the front and middle of the tongue. The middle part of the tongue lifts up towards the roof of the mouth. You can touch the sides of the tongue to the sides of the roof of the mouth here, or to the inside or bottom of the side teeth here. The front part of the tongue is hanging in the middle of the mouth, not touching anything. This sound is forward and focused because of the position of the lips. The corners come in, pushing the lips away from the face. This lip position will be a little more relaxed when the R comes at the end of a syllable. We'll compare this way on the left with the other way to make an R on the right. The R can also be made by flipping the tongue tip up. The lips flare the same way. Some native speakers make the R one way and some the other. Native speakers get the correct sound no matter the mouth position. But I've found that non-native speakers often drop the jaw too much in this second method, and it makes the sound hollow. The jaw doesn't need to drop very much for this sound. So keep this in mind as you work on one of these two methods. Here's the R sound on its own, not part of a word. You can see the lips flare. Think of creating a little space between the inside of your lips and your teeth. Notice how little jaw drop there is. We don't need to drop the jaw to pull the tongue back and up. The word rest. When the R is at the beginning of a word, we tend to make the lips a tight circle. Again, little jaw drop as the middle of the tongue lifts to the roof of the mouth. The word proud. When R is in a beginning consonant cluster, the lips may not be as tight as in a beginning R. The word mother. At the end of a syllable, the lip position for the R is definitely more relaxed than a beginning R, but the lips still flare. Here we compare the lip position of the beginning R in rest above to the ending R in mother below. The ending R lip position is much more relaxed. Thinking about the lip position will help you make a better R sound. As you work on this consonant, practice very slowly, thinking about all three things at once: very little jaw drop, the tongue position, and the lip position. Remember, you can hold out this sound, so that's how you want to practice it. Hold it out for 5 or 10 seconds. Hold it out as long as you can. When you practice it in a word, do the same. Rest. Proud. Mother.
Mother.
The R sound.
The elsa.
Rest.
Rest.
Proud.
Proud.
Mother.
Mode.
Example words. Repeat with me.
Repeat.
Read.
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 Great.
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 Try.
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 Later.
Lead.
Later.
Late.
Right.
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 Other.
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 Other. Hôm nay là kết thúc. Cảm ơn các bạn đã xem.